Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to all my wonderful, amazing subscribers. Thank you all so much for subscribing. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for commenting. I appreciate all the comments and all the support. I really don't know how to express how grateful I am to you guys. But thank you once again for joining me. And if you're joining for the first time, please like, share, subscribe, comment. And so today I want to touch on something really quickly. Now, I've been hearing in some quarters, some people have been saying, I've been hearing people advising some people back home that don't travel, just stay where you are, don't discouraging people from traveling, basically. My own opinion, and you people, please share your thoughts in the comment section. Personally, as Africans, we are nomads by nature. We're always those people who move from place to place. People move and travel for various reasons, you know, various reasons. If we start to name the different reasons why people like to travel, we'll be here till tomorrow. But one or two that I can say is for economic opportunities, and sometimes people just want places that they feel they're safe or they feel like they are welcome and accepted. So people travel for a whole lot of reasons. Not everybody is all about wanting to make all the money in the world. Some people just want a safe place where they can lay their head, really. So to that I say, see, anyone who wants to travel, please do travel. By all means, traveling is very good. It broadens your horizon, you know and somehow there are a lot of things you come to learn, and you come to understand that as people we're not so different from each other, and you have the opportunity to learn other people's cultures and take the ones that work for you and do away with the ones that don't work for you. So that's the beauty about traveling. But the only thing I would say is that before you travel, make sure you do your research. Don't just show up in a country without understanding where you're going and how things are done in that place, because it will surprise a lot of people. Sometimes people, why do some of us experience culture shock? Because you find yourself in a place where your mind, your thought process is like, this is not how we do it where I'm coming from. This is how it's done. And to you, it seems right. But to the people that have a different way of doing it, it's what has worked for them, maybe for generations. So it's very important to know where you're traveling to, and figure out what works there and what does not work there, and figure out if they like people like you and I. Don't just go somewhere without having that knowledge, because everybody sees what's been going on, right? Especially with the drama that's going on right now all over the world. I don't want to make any mention of names or countries, but you guys understand what I'm talking about. Make sure you know where you're going to. Don't just show up in a country where you have no idea, because a lot of things are happening, a lot of crazy things are happening, and you don't want to be caught off guard. You don't want to find yourself in a place or in a situation where in a million years, or you never thought it could ever happen to you, or whatever the case may be. So the only thing I will say, that's the only thing I will say, that before you travel, do your research, plan, make sure you're planning ahead of time, and give yourself opportunity to plan and strategize how to move. Don't just move. Don't just, like some people have heard, just sell everything and move. Don't. If you're moving, find out if you have people there already that will welcome you and accept you for the time being while you're trying to get yourself situated. Then make plans with those people and make sure they're people that you can trust, because sometimes people just show up and call somebody when they are in the foreign land. Oh, I just landed, I don't have anywhere else. It doesn't work like that. Be very careful. The world people know they are not nice like that anymore. You can't just show up and then someone will just welcome you. Sometimes the closest people to you will shock you. They will shocktalize you. They will tell you sorry, you can't come, you know. So plan ahead of time, and don't assume that because you have someone there, oh, you can get, because people will disappoint you very quickly. What you will find when you travel to a foreign land is that people will disappoint you, and it is the people you don't expect that hell end up coming to your aid. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if you know someone you're coming to stay with or you're going to stay with, make sure it's someone you can trust, that you know is not going to let you down. Okay, because I've heard a story of someone who came to a foreign land, and he had made a plan. Apparently that's the story, allegedly, I don't know. He had made plans that he was going to stay with his friend for some time, until actually was a cousin, until he got himself situated, only for him to come to the foreign land, and the guy did not even show up at the airport to pick him up. So all the money he brought, he spent it living in hotels. And you guys know, hotels in a foreign land, by the time you convert all your naira to whatever country or foreign currency you're going to, it depends on the country. If it's somewhere like here, that money will probably not last you a night or a couple of nights before you run out of money. So he got desperate at some point, and I don't know what happened. I know he kept calling, everyone around him to see who could help, but I don't know what happened. I did not hear the end of the story because there was someone who shared this with me. So all I'm saying is that it's okay to travel. It's okay to want to travel and check out other places. But even when you're traveling, make sure your intentions are pure. Don't come into a country and, like we say back home, when you come into a place for the first time, you have to stand on one leg first and get a feel, just like a chicken does. When a chicken comes to a new environment, honestly, for those who were raised growing chickens, I was raised growing chickens, so I understand the way chickens do. They will stand on one leg first, mm, to find out how the ground will accept them. When they feel comfortable, then they put the other leg down. That's how you ought to be wherever you go. Okay? And be ready and willing to have a plan of what you want to do when you're coming. Have a plan of that. Don't surprise people, and make sure you don't put yourself in a position where you become someone else's liability. So I'm just saying, anybody who wants to travel, please travel. It's good to travel, but before you travel, make sure you put the necessary things in place. Make sure you are ready for the journey that you're about to embark on. Please don't cut corners. Don't go and enter boat or ship or whatever. Please save yourself, because where you're going to is not any better than where you're coming from. Sometimes where you're coming from is actually better than where you're going. So this is why research is very important, because when you research, you'll be able to tell, it's better for me to remain in Nigeria now. Abi, at least I know my way around. I know the ins and outs, right? It's better for me to remain in Nigeria and plan myself, as opposed to just getting up now and leaving. So those are the things. And there are so many places that you can travel to, really, even in Africa, that you will have an amazing life. I think there are a couple of people who I've seen who live in Cape Verde and what's the other island, Seychelles, and all those other places. They're having a time of their life. They are living fantastic lives, and they're in Africa. So explore, find out, ask questions. Don't just move without understanding the place that you're moving to. Understanding, you might not have a complete understanding of it, but at least have a great understanding of the culture, of the way things work. Are you going to be welcome in that place? are you the, or if you know you are the only one that's this color, don't go there. Go where you know you have some of your people around, you know. Research. Your people are all over the world, but find where you know that, okay, I can have a community of supporters around here. At least I know there are few people that are like us that live here, you know. So anyone who's wanting to travel, don't be discouraged. You can always travel, but before you travel, do the work, do the necessary work, ask questions. Don't just hop on the plane and show up and then now become trying to look for somebody that's going to take you off and keep you. It's not that easy. So though that's what I really want to talk about, because this came up from a conversation I was having with someone who had like a family member that just showed up unannounced, and right now he's stuck. He doesn't know what to do. I mean, I'm like, you know, there's no need for that to be happening. No plan, nothing. And this person has a family, you know, it's a family of 4. So you need to plan, please. I know that everybody's trying to travel, everybody's trying to find where at least is reasonable and decent, but please plan. It's better for you to plan and pace yourself than to just, you know, become a burden on someone. It's not fun, you know. And when that such a person turns you down, to seem as though that person is the bad one, but that's not the case, you know. So anyway, I'll leave this video here for now, and I will see you guys on my next one. Thank you.